like I say, the man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt, like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
So he's confessing.
We did this together, all of us, until he was dead. This is where you say your bit.
New task, interrogate the vigilantes. A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. With a beer can?
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. Don't say anything yet. First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
He looks around.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
He looks at Titus for approval. I think it's this man.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
He spread his arms. He doesn't. That's my job.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
All right, suggestion.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian. In his late 30s, early 40s.
Gang tattoos.
He spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project in the Jamrock Quarter. There were incarcerations. Hard to say what else. The ink is fading.
What do you mean the ink is fading?
And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40.
So these men don't matter, I guess. It's just these three and him.
The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain.
So is he captain of the rowing club?
In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
And the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing.
Wait, didn't we already do him?
In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He, alone, is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220.
All right.
In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is absent, the article.
Exactly. The missing lady driver who was running the drug trade. Does it mean the Hardy Boys are involved in the drug trade as well?
These bandits definitely. The entire union might be involved, maybe even all of Martinez. Look around suspiciously. Not necessarily. The lady driver could have kept drug trade secret. This would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions.
Maybe. But hey, you've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Now is a good time to hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
So we're kind of sure they did it.
The fuck is with you, fella?
Titus is staring at you with his head tilted. So, I can say, the man hanged in the backyard, did you do it? I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th hardy boy? Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade. Let's just start with this.
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
He takes a sip from his can.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
The lieutenant says without a smile. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Why are your footprints all over the scene? I've spoken to the dead man. Let's not say that. Why is there a container belt?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
So he's confessing.
We did this together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
That's it, the game's over. We got the perpetrator. Aha, so you just confessed to murder?
Goddamn right.
Now I think she's gonna say something.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Interrogate vigilantes gain 30
All
experience.
7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Wait, why can't you arrest 7 people? Let's start at the top, I guess.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Oh, that's different because I don't remember anything.
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it were worse than dying. Yes, but these were all bad people, criminals scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. Let's say that.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
The red-faced man shouts.
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
He wipes his mouth with the back of his hand. Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a hardy boy without arresting all hardy boys.
So let's do that then.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head.
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
So I can address her, I don't have to, one of them was more complicit than others, or address him. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than angry. You do, you give the commands? Or Elizabeth, I thought she did. Fat Angus, the biggest animal dominates the herd, I'm guessing it's the big one. The bearded man, gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable. Harbor, Everclear runs a union, you answer to him, right?
You keep him the fuck out of this. We have autonomy. It's all on us. Everard runs the union. I run the Hardy Boys.
He leans toward you. Maybe this was the right thing to say.
When the shit starts spinning, it will not land on Mr. Clare. That's the deal here. The fixer will ignore the notion completely, focusing on Titus's culpability.
When Titus Hardy says he runs the Hardy Boys, he means that in an administrative capacity. On that night, everyone acted as one man.
Yeah. When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax.
He takes a
killed him
sip.
last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known him?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Hey, I'm just asking.
Yeah. Who do you think we are?
I don't know.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Binescow, is that, what's her name? Keep forgetting her name. The fancy rich lady, I think he means.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
The lieutenant pretends to check his notes. Pretend?
No, I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
This is where he tries to sow discord between you two, because he knows the company is responsible for bringing the mercenaries into town.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
We already did.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
She turns to you. Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
Glad we cleared that up. So he was a mercenary, that's it. No, didn't they do something to that woman?
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
The man spreads his arms, who's apparently named Eugene, which is kind of a normal name for one of them.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
Oh, I guess.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Yeah, Joyce admitted that to us, so we know that's true. Hold on, how do you even know he wasn't Special Forces, right? But what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wipes spittle from his mouth, so I guess he's kind of angry.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
Yeah, that is weird,
He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
but I did.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
He cracks his knuckles.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
He shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
All right.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot.
There's something odd here.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's a very weird convo.
Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
All right, this is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's a moment of silence.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
So I can say, why don't I just arrest you, step close to Titus? I think he will knock me down if I do that. So what are we going to do now? Let's ask, how did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Yeah, but part of being a cop is asking the obvious questions.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
I don't remember.
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
He was already dead, maybe?
We... Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
So what if they actually didn't, but someone else did, like the woman, and they are trying to cover it up for her, protecting her for some reason.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clapped him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
The tattooed one speaks up, banging on his chest.
That's right, lawman. And then we hang the fuck.
He spits through his teeth.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Alright, so that means probably don't do this right now, even though it's 58. Strange answer to the tied hands. Mr. Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
It looks you straight in the eye.
Samaran boxing, or Sambo, is an eloquently violent set of one-on-one fighting moves, originating from the Samaran Isola. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing, no uncalled for details.
But it did go up, 72. Where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
He spreads his hands.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
It's still 72. Red check cannot be retried. Well, let's just do it. Because I have other questions about the lynching. I don't think I can get it higher than this.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
First, tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police.
You also had a tattoo that he's a gang member or something, right?
This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there.
I don't know who this is supposed to... Is this guy? And who is the other guy then? I'm not sure.
Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Who's cracking under the pressure? Alright, so I guess the game just didn't voice that. So it says, this one. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. Hey you, turn to the big guy. You having trouble breathing over there?
No.
He looks up startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
The man next to the big guy bursts out laughing.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
The big boss steps in.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
There's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you, too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
Wait, maybe I should have said that first.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's genuinely trying to look out for Angus. This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Oh, not yet. Alright.
Like what, Copper?
So I can step close to the Titus, or I can conclude questioning. Honestly, I don't want to do that because I think that might not end well. Can I save in between? No, I can't. So I can conclude. I kind of want to try everything. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
He takes a step close as well, fixing his ball cap.
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
I don't think he has to try that hard. I'm kind of a wimp.
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Easy now, let's just talk.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
So what are we going to do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
New task. Prove your authority to Titus Hardy.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Lieutenant closes his notebook.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Yeah, I think they didn't do it.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Don't I know it?
Rent-a-cop. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
Establish authority. 10%. Weak when you first met. Alright, I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 west 8th Hardy Boy.
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her. She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
No, I think the driver.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so too.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points at the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
The lieutenant adjusts his spectacles.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
I agree with that. Discussed 8 Hardy, but it's still 3. That's kinda mean. Talk to Joyce. The murky hanged his friends are coming for you. I want to say that, yeah.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
He doesn't seem worried.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
They're snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down. Yes, they are forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you. Forget I mentioned it. It was probably nothing. I don't know.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
Blondie yells across the cafeteria.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Who's Glenn?
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Oh, that's the blonde man. He punches Blondie on the shoulder. Do you know that a single Serrace giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute? This Cornell's bad news, you know that, right? The mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeeligers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Well, if Glenn has a knock cannon at home, I guess she'll be alright. Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
Oh, this isn't gonna end well.
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what? That they don't? For your sake, I hope you're right.
Right about what? That a 50 caliber bullet goes through shit? Yeah, I am.
This Cornell's bad news, you know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
A spray of beer. Did it just spit in my face?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
He points south.
These people are trained military professionals with decades of combat experience. They are not a gang or a barmy army.
Yeah, and confidence could also lead you to an early grave.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
Joe said they've gone rogue. Nobody is controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum. arm them to the teeth and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
Let's say that about the giant hornet, because it's funny.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the beast, they the hornet. They are the hornet.
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Hey, I thought you were smart.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men?
Okay, conclude with a shrug.
What do you mean, okay?
He jerks forward a bit. I mean, okay, they're going to wipe you the fuck out, Titus. I mean, okay, you got this. You got the numbers. I mean, I'll be on your side when they come. You got one more gun on your side once I find mine. I lost it. Okay, I guess I'll be gunning you down right alongside them. I need to choose. I don't know. They're going to wipe you the fuck out. You got this. I'll be on your side. Once I found my... I don't really want to take a position or choose. Not this one. I guess this.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
He shakes his beard at you.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
+2, warned about the tribunal, but it's still 3%. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade. That will end well.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in precinct 41 kilos.
He leans back unruffled.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock?
He's also saying we'll do that. Go back to Jamrock.
The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
He taps on his notebook and turns to you. I don't know, can I?
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
You're right, there's no local drug trade except you, pointed Titus. No, do the honor, you've earned it, not at lieutenant.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
He turns to face the man.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
Is that me or does he sound a little bit like Chris Rock?
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
So that's why they're called Hardy Boys. I keep thinking Hardy Boys like, you know, with Nancy Drew. The two boys who are named Hardy. It's a last name, but they're nothing like these men. This is disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off of poisoning your own people. Good idea. People are always going to do drugs. At least this way you have some control. You keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? The stuff's probably from Jamrock.
The little shit is that Kuno.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Yeah, like you're not earning money from it.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
I know, but you just confessed, so...
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who was missing, she runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
He takes a step closer.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
The woman sighs.
I know. Fatty walked on all fours. He's so fucking fat, he left 2 cents of...
That is kind of funny. The little man raises his index finger excitedly. That's real funny though.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
Fat Angus.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all fours. Anything else you need to know?
It has gone up to 8, which is still very low. Now I'm going to take off now. Oh, I need to wait for him to sit back or hang back. Yeah, because the game said I can't do that right now. And I should come back. Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.